Hi everyone, welcome back to another video here on Jurassic Collectibles, and today I am incredibly excited. We have got the next human from the Amber Collection. So as you can see, Dennis Nedry from Jurassic Park in all his glory. Before we take a look at this figure, I do just want to say a massive thank you to Jurassic Toys. I pre-ordered this figure and also the Dilophosaurus through them, and they really have been a great way for UK fans to get their hands on Mattel figures. They've got a lot of figures that have never made it to stores, a lot of attack packs and Amber Collection. So if you are struggling to collect figures and do want to find a way to get some, I really do recommend them. They don't sponsor me or anything to say this. They've sent me review samples a couple of times in the past, but I just know that Dan and everyone else over there is working really hard, and I have a lot of communication with them about what stock they're getting in. So if you guys do want these figures, definitely go over to their website because they are trying to get us as much stock as they can. So enough said on that. Dennis Nedry. As you can see, the packaging continues the trend of saying what film the figure is from. We've got the Mattel logo. You can see the figure in his packaging there. Looking really, really cool. There's a lot of detail on this one. You can see he's got the yellow rain jacket, the Barbasol can, an alternate head that's been spat on by the Dilophosaurus. You can see we've got that Amber Collection branding. The branding continues on the side of the packaging. On the back, we have got Dennis Nedry at Jurassic Park. A disgruntled programmer at Jurassic Park, Dennis Nedry steals dinosaur embryos in exchange for money from Biosyn. By shutting down the park's security system, he is able to access these embryos and attempt to escape. But the loss of power inevitably makes him powerless against the Dilophosaurus that refuses to play fetch. So interestingly, this figure was originally going to come with the stick from that scene. It doesn't in the final release, but it's cool that they thought about that fetch scene at one point or another. So, really, really gorgeous packaging. Obviously, classic Jurassic Park figure. Really great to get another one to go alongside Malcolm. So, without any further ado, let's open up Nedry and take a look at him. Okay, so here we have got Dennis Nedry out of the packaging, and you can see that this is a great looking figure. Proportionally, he is a lot better than I anticipated. He's actually a lot chubbier than he appears in the promotional pictures, which is good. It makes him a lot more accurate to the character. And he is a lot shorter. So you can see bringing in Malcolm, he is kind of like almost half an inch shorter. So pretty accurate when compared to other Amber Collection figures, which is what we like to see. So I'm going to move Malcolm out of the shot. Before we take a look at Nedry, if I pull him out of frame, we'll take a look at the accessories. So, first things first, this Jurassic Park kind of stand. We get them with all the figures, it's the same piece, same logo, not too much to worry about there. We get this alternate head for Nedry when he has been spat on by the Dilophosaur. You can see pretty good detail, lots of good colour on the venom, and it's kind of got a slight shine to it, which looks good. He's obviously got his teeth gritted, so that looks pretty cool. We get two alternate hands, as you can kind of see there. We get one flat hand, one holding hand. This one for the next accessory. And then lastly, we do get the iconic Barbasol can. And you can see it almost looks like there's text on the back there. Lots of really good detail on this. And the coolest part is that we can pull out the embryo. If I can get that to focus. You can see there. So you've got some nice kind of transparent details for each of the embryo containment modules, and that just slides into a hollow section of that and fits in nicely. And if I bring in that alternate hand which is meant to hold this, Nedry can hold it well, as you can see there. I just would be a little bit concerned about rubbing some of the paint off with this, so do be careful, obviously. Kind of needs its paint to be the thing it's meant to be, so do be careful with that. Okay, so with all of those accessories out of the way, we can bring in Nedry and take a look at him. And you can see this is a pretty decent figure, all in all. I will say that head sculpt, I don't think is very much like Nedry. You know, I don't think it's perhaps been licensed. It doesn't really look like him, but, you know, it kind of gets there. It just doesn't quite capture the look for me. You can see we get an InGen ID badge on the chest, which is nice. It has an actual photo of the actor. We've then got Nedry's sort of cardigan underneath, which looks good. You can see he has got quite kind of like a large torso, which is good. He feels quite bulky. We've got his belt under there. And then we have some really nice paintwork on the legs where they actually feel muddy. So you can kind of see the lighter brown highlights there make this feel like the figure's sort of been wallowing in mud. He does run through mud quite a bit in the sequence in the film, and obviously eventually falls over. So this portrays that quite well. And that is kind of carried over to the boots, where you can see the boots have got lots of nice mud detailing that looks really good. And the boots have got some really nice sculpting on them as well, actually. They look great. So, good paintwork on him. You can see we do get the iconic Jurassic Park logo on the coat there. And all in all, a pretty good figure. In terms of his articulation, his head, obviously, is on a ball joint. His shoulders come out. His elbows, as you can see, have got this weird cut joint. But what that means is you can actually sort of... Was it on the other one I did it? I think it might have been. You can kind of get some good posing out of them. I think it was the other one. It's like a double joint. So you can see I've got to loosen up this one, but it means that he can get his hands up quite a bit. So you might be able to do something where he is like obviously getting spat on. Weirdest sentence that I've said in a review in a long time. He has also got a swivel joint at the bicep, as you can see. And he has got some articulation at the wrist. Mainly a swivel, but there is a hinge in there. Although it is kind of prohibited a little bit by the coat. Then he has got an ab crunch. He has got a swivel at the hips. Or the waist even. Swivel at the hips and can also go out. So on a T-joint. So you can get some good posing. A swivel joint at the thigh. Double jointed knees, as you can see there, and then ankle rocker joints. So all in all, not too bad. I will just pop his head off. The head came off quite nice and easily, and put the other one on for you. It's quite tight getting the other head on, but there you go. You can kind of see Nedry having been spat on. So, all in all, the Amber Collection Nedry, while I don't feel the likeness is quite there, it is nice to get another human from the original film. Obviously, he will go well with Malcolm. You can see the two of them kind of there. And I think that he is a good figure with a lot of accessories. The Barbasol can in particular is really nice with the ability to remove the inside kind of cooling chamber. I think that's very cool. And I think he's going to look great displayed with the Dilophosaurus. So we will be taking a look at the Dilophosaurus next. So do make sure to come back for that review. And in that review, I'll try and give you a look at all four JP characters together as well. So Malcolm, Nedry, the Velociraptor and the Dilophosaurus. So do come back for that, guys. But until then, make sure to like, favourite and subscribe. Take care. And as always... have a great week.